No fake out is surprising. That still is a solid amount. That's a 2. And I get the freeze! The clutch 10% freeze. Perfect. Perfect. I bet my opponent's pissed. I bet he is just really mad now. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC. It's been quite a while since I've actually featured KYUREM-WHITE on the channel for you guys. And it's another one of those restricted Pokemon, at least for the Regulation G format, that you don't really see very often or even run into at all. But I do think this thing has a lot of really cool potential. And being that it has a crazy special attack stat of 170 and actually also a decent speed stat of 95, it actually is overall a pretty solid restricted if you can actually build around it and make it work. And being that Alola Ninetales and there's a few other things in the format that also pairs really well with this thing and can enable it to maybe put in some work, there's a lot of options for you to actually kind of experiment with and kind of try out, especially currently in the Regulation G format. So it's a really cool Regulation G KYUREM-WHITE team we're going to be featuring today. It's a team by, I think it's Raymonche, I think is the name of the creator of the team. This team does not have a paste, but if you guys want to use a team rental code for this team up in the corner, at least when we're recording this, there's no paste for this team, so there will not be a paste probably in the description down below. There's only a rental code for this team, but if there is a paste when I do go to upload this, I'll add it down below. So if there's no paste on there, or just check the description, I'll probably update the description if there is or if there's not a paste. But I'm going to kind of break this team down. We're going to hop in some games. Really interesting team. Pretty much also really kind of a standard team. They're not really too much crazy on this team. I think the craziest thing is actually KYUREM-WHITE, because you don't really see it played very much currently at all in the current format. But we just came off, at least I'm recording this, we just came out of the Birmingham Regionals, which were actually this weekend, about a day ago, at least I'm recording this. So got a bunch of teams I'm sure we're going to run into on the ladder tonight that are either copy-paste teams from that, or a bunch of people that are running a bunch of maybe new stuff up from the Birmingham Regionals. I don't know. At least from what I've seen from the Birmingham Regionals, like everything was some of the most boring garbage ever. Literally the same fucking 5 things being ran on every single team. Like, it was, I don't know. I think Regulation G overall, at least going into this, and I think we have San Antonio, I think it's the next one here in like a month or two. I think it's the next like major regional or whatever is going to be happening. I just think overall Regulation G is incredibly boring and there's like no experimentation at all. Nobody's even fucking trying to actually build anything interesting. They're just using copy-paste rental garbage and like cookie cutter everything. Like, apart from like the same 3 sets, that's about all you really see on most teams for like the specific mods everybody's using. So I don't know, really boring. There's not really much experimentation or like any uniqueness at all in this entire format. Really disappointing. But as for this team, got the Flutter Mane Chi-Yu on this team, just a tried and true combo. You got the Booster Energy Flutter Mane with the Icy Wind Speed Control, a really fast taunt, and then you just have the Moonblast Shadow Ball dual stab. You also have the Scarf Chi-Yu, great for stuff like your Calyrex and a bunch of the other current mods in the mana, Calyrex Ice, Shadow. Actually, I think pretty sure it might outspeed Zacian with the Choice Scarf. I'm not sure though. Pretty sure it does. Zamazenta, it's pretty good into. There's a few other things that don't really want to go against it at all. Rillaboom's really common in a lot of these teams. You don't want to really be going against that with Chi-Yu. So you also have the Snarl there, just mainly for stab, special attack, spam, so you can lower people's special attack, which is kind of cool there as well with stat spam. Apart from that, just dual stabs. And then Terra Ghost there to dodge fake out pretty much. So, or body press, I guess, from like Zamazenta, which is the other main thing, or like your random Urshifu that's too stupid not to click Surging Strikes or like Close Combat, I guess, if you want to try to make a play with that also can maybe work. Got the Mental Herb Tornadus. I think the Mental Herb just mainly so you can't get counter taunted and that's kind of what's really for. You actually have 2 taunt users on this team, which is really interesting. Got the taunt on this, you got the air slash, no bleak wind storm, really interesting. And then you got the snowscape just for the manual snow if you're going against opposing weather, which I think is really something that you kind of do need on a lot of these weather teams, or teams that really do rely on weather in the format currently, because there's a lot of stuff that can either switch weather or just kind of other rival weathers that you're going to be going and running into in this format. So kind of want to have something to kind of proc your weather more than one thing at least. You got the Ninetales on this team, Alola Ninetales, a really standard Covert Cloak set. Got the Icy Wind, Blizzard, Encore is also really good tech. Try to lock something in with a non-Prankster boost in Encore, pretty good value. And this Moonblast for stab. You also boost the KYUREM with giving it the defense boost in the snow, and then the 100% accurate Blizzard, which is also really cool. The AV Rillaboom, just a really standard set with Terra Poison. Terra Poison's there just mainly for, I'm assuming, a lot of your fighting types, and I'm like opposing Flutter Mane. There's a few other things that's also decently good into. And then you have the Terra Ice KYUREM on this team with the choice specs. This thing hits like an absolute truck. If you can set this thing up right, especially like in the snow alongside the Chi-Yu with speed control, like this thing can outspeed everything and just put in a fuck ton of work, which I'm going to try to showcase for you guys. Choice specs, well, 170 special attack, Blizzard, with a Terra Ice boost. I don't know what even wants to live that, even being resisted. It'll hit so damn crazy, like, damage numbers, it'll make your head spin. And you also have the freeze dry there for stuff like over pond water, a lot of your other water types like the Urshifu that normally would resist your ice type moves, that type of thing. And then you have the Fusion Flare for coverage, Draco Meteor there just to kind of nuke something for one turn. So, really cool team. Some interesting things. We're going to see how it works. I think the double taunt's kind of questionable, but we'll see how it goes. There's one or two other things on this team that kind of look a little bit weird on paper, but we'll see how they play out. Let's hop into games. Alright, we're here at the game. We're going against a Reg G Cali Ice team. Cineroar, Raging Bolt, Amoonguss, Alolan Ninetales, Calyrex Ice, and Cresselia. So, this is a good game for Chi-Yu. Looks really, really good here. Chi-Yu Flutter Mane looks so good into my opponent's team. It really does. Chi-Yu Flutter Mane looks so damn good here. KYUREM also looks not too bad, I guess. It's okay here. It doesn't really do that much into Calyrex. Like, I'm forced to lock myself into Fusion Flare as long as they don't Terra. And the most common Terras for like Cali Ice right now are either Fire or Water. So as long as he isn't like Terra Fire or Terra Water, I should be good. I think I just leave Flutter Mane Chi-Yu here. It just looks so good. Looks so good into my opponent's team. I'll bring the KYUREM in the back. I think I'll bring the Ninetales too. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Like 80% of you guys that watch these videos are not subscribed, so if you are new and you have not subscribed yet, feel free to do it down below. It really helps with the channel and allows you to keep up to date on the new videos that are being produced, as well as when I'm live. So I'm assuming there's like dual screens Cresselia. I'm assuming that's what this is. I can taunt here actually too, just taunt the Cresselia. I think that's kind of what I even want to do. I just want to taunt the Cresselia. And just start going for Snarl here actually. I don't know what the fuck Crest even does to me. Like, what do you do to me, bud? I'm gonna start going for Snarl here and Snarl taunt. Helping Hand Draco could be a bit of a problem. Taunt that piece of shit. No more of that. That's a 2-hit KO on Cresselia. I was gonna say, holy crap. Okay, with the special attack drop, it's gonna be a roll where that actually kills me or not, so I just Moonblast here. If he wants to survive, he either switches or he's forced to Terra, and I just go for Snarl again. Okay. That's a good sign because that tells me he might not even have an attack move. So Thunderclap does literally nothing. Just get rid of the Raging Bolt. I kind of actually want to switch out the Chi-Yu now. Depending on what his other mod actually is. I'm assuming it's Calyrex, it's his last mod. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I want to switch out the Chi-Yu here because I think he just goes for Fake Out here. I could go make the Terra Ghost play actually. If I really want to, I can go Terra Ghost. Just go for like Snarl here, which would be really clutch, I guess. I guess I could do that here if I really want to. I don't know. I'm gonna Shadow Ball here. I think that Cali goes Terra. I think he goes like Terra Fire or Terra Water here. I'm gonna go Terra Ghost, predicting Fake Out here. Let's go for Snarl again. As long as I can do enough damage to where like I get the Calyrex low, to where KYUREM can kind of just come in and clean up the game, I should still be good. He's gonna. What Terra are you? Okay, Terra Poison, that's fine. I don't really care about that at all. It's fine by me. Okay, he even doesn't even go for Fake Out. Okay. Did I just waste my Terra? I might have. Battery has Trick Room. If he has Trick Room, that could be a bit of an issue, actually. Oh, I guess the Terra actually came in clutch. The Terra actually came in clutch there. I'm surprised. I just go for Snarl and then Shadow Ball again here. Chi-Yu can drop, that's fine. He doesn't even protect, okay. Calyrex is gone, that's huge. Critical hit did not matter there. So this is why I say like in the team preview, is like my opponent's team is really weak to Flutter Mane and Chi-Yu. It's kind of exactly what's happening right now. Is it like this is just putting in so much work versus him. He's really weak to Flutter Mane and Chi-Yu. Especially with the combination of Taunt for the Cresselia. It being taunted, it really doesn't do anything. I think it's at the range where I think Snarl probably takes this thing out from around that range. I can Blizzard here, but I think I just go for Moonblast onto the Incineroar. That's the only thing that really does damage. So like I'm not even afraid of Cresselia here. Okay. So that tells me he has Lunar Blessing. Or yeah, Lunar Blessing. I don't know if he even lives this. Yeah, you don't even live that. I think he tried to protect there, thinking he would live so he can get a Lunar Blessing and recover the Incineroar, but like it's not gonna be happening, bud. That ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna allow that. That's something I can't allow. I think he just surrenders here. I don't know how you just stay in this game. He doesn't even know my last mod, but he probably thinks it's not Calyrex. KYUREM anyways. I think he just surrenders here. Yeah. Power of Flutter Mane Chi-Yu. Opponent was really weak to it, and I kind of exploited that weakness, and it worked out really well. Not bad. The taunt on the Flutter Mane there, too. Shut down the Cresselia, forcing it to switch out. Probably didn't even have an attacking move, I'm assuming. So, pretty clutch. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here in another game. We're going against a Regulation... Was it F team? Looks like probably Regulation F team. I was going to say H, but they got a Flutter main. So I guess that wouldn't really be correct. Grimmsnarl, Garchomp, Flutter main, Tyranitar, Umbreon, and Azumarill. Or did I say Azumarill? There's one I forgot to say. Grimmsnarl. It was either Grimmsnarl or Azumarill. I forgot which one I didn't say. Garchomp, maybe. So he does have weather, which kind of sucks here. So I'm going to be battling weather this game. Opponent's really weak to Flutter main Chi-Yu though, so I think I just lead Flutter main Chi-Yu here. It looks really great. Same with KYUREM. Like, KYUREM's also really good in the opponent's team, actually. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to lead KYUREM, Tornadus. I'm going to bring the Ninetales in the back, actually, and I'm just going to bring the Flutter main instead. I think that's what I do here. I kind of want to just lead into KYUREM because they're really weak to KYUREM, especially with like Blizzard spam. Especially if I can get like a Tailwind rolling. Like they gotta play the Tyranitar really well if I bring both the Tornadus and the Ninetales. Like I'm doing so much damage, especially with like Terra Ice. I don't know if they can really withstand. Okay. If he's like Thunder Wave or like Screams, Grimmsnarl, that'll be really annoying. I don't know, do I want to stay in here? Part of me actually kind of wants to switch out into the Ninetales here, predicting like a Thunder Wave. Or like a Moonblast too. I don't know, I think I'm gonna stay in though. I'm gonna stay in and I'm gonna go Terra Ice. We're just gonna fucking YOLO. Like, I don't care. We're just gonna fucking YOLO. I'm going Blizzard. And I'm going Tailwind. YOLO. Moonblast won't one-shot me as long as I'm Terra Ice. Just comes down to what the Grimmsnarl does, if he's like Thunder Wave or if he screens. Fake Out, that's bad. Fake Out's not good. Icy Wind. Tornadus dodges. Clutch dodge. Okay. I just go for Blizzard again. Blizzard again, and then I'm gonna Snow Escape here. He also could go like Parting Shot and go right into the Tyranitar, which I can maybe see him doing here. So I'm just gonna Snow Escape. That way if it comes in, it changes the weather anyways. Okay, he's gonna stay in. Screen with a light screen, he might actually live. It's actually Thunder Wave, Flutter main. My opponent's running a really unique team. And I get fully paralyzed. I can't catch a fucking break. Can I attack, please? Let me fucking attack. God damn it. Taunt this fucking Grimmsnarl, please. Actually, I can't taunt him because he's Dark type. I didn't think about that. I'm stupid. I am stupid. Okay, well, he's gonna switch, so whatever comes in gets taunted. But it's Tyranitar. OG, that's Tyranitar. So it doesn't matter. Can I land a fucking Blizzard, please? I need some damage. And I can't catch a break. I cannot catch a fucking break. Can I please attack? Let me fucking attack, please. 3 turns now I haven't been able to attack. I'm gonna Snow Escape again. Get rid of this fucking sand. I'm just gonna get rid of it again. That's fine. problem now is, though, is like he keeps lowering my speed to where the Tyranitar is able to spam Rock Slide. That's the problem we're gonna have now. Because I can't attack anything. The Terra Ice Specs Blizzard will probably two-shot Tyranitar for sure. But we'll never know because I keep getting paralyzed. I'm about to get fucking wrecked by a Tyranitar because I can't move. The paralysis is fucking me over. Okay, I get a clutch dodge. Don't know how much that really matters. Okay, another clutch dodge, okay. I don't think the Tornadus is gonna live this though. So that sucks. Finally! How much is gonna do? It just one-shots Flutter Mane, so I would have had the Flutter Mane gone 2 turns ago. That's great to know. So if I lose, it's because I got paralyzed 2 turns in a row. And it's a 2-hit KO on the Tyranitar, so if I never got paralyzed last turn when it was switching in, the Tyranitar would have died already. That's fun. Blizzard again here. I kind of want to just Moonblast. I don't know if Moonblast will KO the Tyranitar from this range. We'll find out. He does have a screen up. Okay, he's going to withdraw because he wants the sand back. D8. Okay, you're going to catch a Moonblast in the face. He actually eats that really well. Is that Assault Vest? That has to be Assault Vest Garchomp, because he eats that really well. I'm going to go for Blizzard here again. I kind of want an Icy Wind, but I think even with an Icy Wind speed drop, like there's no way that the Kyurem's going to outspeed the Garchomp here. So I think I'm better off just going for Moonblast again. That has to be AV Garchomp. That took it way too fucking good. Even with the screen, like I expected that to be a 2-hit KO. Here comes Tyranitar again. So if I can live this, and if I can get a Blizzard off here, I should easily just win. I cannot get paralyzed here again. If I get paralyzed, I lose. He lives barely. Okay, I live. Or if I get flinched. And I flinch! And I flinch! Of course I do! Of course I do! I would have won! I would have won this turn. Holy shit. I guess it would have came down if it would have mattered if I would have landed both the Blizzard on both Mons, but still. Even if I would have landed on just the Garchomp, or even just the Tyranitar, like I still would have won. The Flutter Mane kills whatever else is still left. Holy fuck. I mean, I'll go for Blizzard again. I'm gonna try it one more time. We're gonna try it again. And then I'm gonna Icy Wind. He's gonna withdraw again. I think he might just be predicting the Ninetales to come in, actually. Maybe that's what this shit is. Okay, I miss on the Garchomp. Oh, that's crazy. The amount of fucking luck my opponent has had this match has to be some of the most luck I think you could ever ask for. Everything he needs, he gets. Whether it's a paralysis, whether it's a flinch, a clutch dodge, he gets it all. I am literally gonna fucking lose this match because I get flinched and paralysis every fucking time. I would have already won this fucking match if I never got flinched or like paralyzed. And of course he dodges the Icy Wind there, so what that did is that made it so the Garchomp never died. I lose KYUREM, which would have survived another turn, by the way. So what I would have did there is he would have went into Tyranitar, and the sand would have been up again, or would have still been up. So I would have been able to switch the KYUREM out, switch in the Ninetales to get rid of his sand, so the snow was back up permanently, and then try to either get rid of the Grimmsnarl with a Moonblast, which I probably would have did, because he can't flinch me. And then I would have been able to bring the KYUREM in, outspeed the Tyranitar on the next turn, and then still win the game from that point onwards. I don't know how I win now still, though. Like, I'll Moonblast here, I guess. I'll go for Moonblast and Icy Wind again. I don't know how I win this, though. He gets another dodge! He gets another fucking dodge, so I missed out on more chip damage. Holy fuck. Thank God I'm Covert Cloak, because that doesn't matter. Holy shit, this is gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a real fucking close game. It comes down to if he's Assault Vest too, I don't know, he still has a screen up. So like, I don't even know if this actually kills. It depends if he's AV and what his set actually is. I got a Moonblast, I can't risk the miss again. I gotta go for the Moonblast, I gotta go for double. We got a YOLO. Okay, that's Assault Vest. That's Assault Vest for sure. Wow, that's sad. Fuck you. Fuck you, bud. He did not deserve to win this game. You did not deserve to win that, bud. If you want the definition of winning just because of hats, this is the match that it defines that. The guy literally only won because of flinches and full paras. Not once, but multiple turns in a row. Fuck you, bud. Gosh, that makes me angry. You make all the good plays and you get fucked by RNG. You gotta love Pokemon, y'all. You gotta love it. I'll see you guys in another match. Let's see if we can get fucked over by this type of stuff again in 2 games in a row. Hopefully not, but we'll find out. Alright, we're here in another game. We're going against a Regulation H Rain team. Politoed, Arclodon, Kingdra, Heracross. I've seen Heracross fucking forever in VGC. Rillaboom, and Incineroar, so... Actually a really good match for Tornadus. Tornadus actually looks solid here. What else do I want to bring? Yeah, actually Flutter Mane Chi-Yu also looks really good into my opponent's team. I think I just lead Flutter Mane Chi-Yu here. Looks really good. Bring KYUREM. KYUREM looks really nice. I can just bring Ninetales. Tornadus is good here, I guess, but I think he for sure brings Arclodon. So it's kind of risky if he brings that, and I feel like I just don't really need it this game. It's not mandatory to really win the match. I think the main thing that a lot of the times that really defines me bringing the Tornadus or not is because it only has Air Slash, it doesn't have Bleak Wind Storm. It would be a lot better this match if it had the dual target move of Bleak Wind Storm. It only has the single target Air Slash thing is really holding it back, which we'll talk about towards the end of this. I don't know, it's actually pretty... It's really risky here. Like, I don't know what he really does. Like, does he just go and... Does he hard swap into the Politoed here? Or does he try to fake out the Chi-Yu and try to double into Chi-Yu, but like, then you're risking getting a Moonblast to the face, which I'm just going to go for here. I just go for Moonblast. I don't want the Chi-Yu taking damage. I'm just going to go into the Ninetales here. He's actually just gonna hard swap into Politoed, so I kind of made a bad play. Because I'm not able to switch his weather up anymore, which sucks. Kind of what I figured he might do though, so that's why I didn't want Chiyu staying in. Otherwise I'd get one-shotted by like a Muddy Water. He actually lives that, that's crazy. How do you live? That one-shots the Ninetales? Okay. Well, looks like I'm gonna have no snow now, that sucks. That actually is fucking one-shots, man. I didn't think it was gonna happen. What am I going to here? I guess Kyurem, lock myself into freeze dry. I guess that's what I go for here. So with the boost energy, like I outspeed the Kingdra here. I could Icy Wind, but like if he dodges and I don't kill the Kingdra, that's a big problem. So I'm forced to Moonblast here, and then I go Terra Ice here and I just lock myself into freeze dry. I think that's what I do here. Shitty thing is he has Incineroar in the back, which kind of sucks. But I have Draco and I can maybe try to play around it a little bit, I'm not sure, but I think a Terra Ice freeze dry probably just one-shots the Politoed. I think that protects. I don't know if that really did anything for you, bud. All that really did is just delay the inevitable. This thing's dead. Get one-shotted into next week. Like, unless your other mon is like Arclodon, which could be a bit of a problem. Incineroar, that's fine. I don't know, I think even like a Specs Terra Ice freeze dry is still gonna do a shit ton of damage. I just Moonblast again, get rid of this thing. I think he just fakes out here. I don't know if he really does much else. I got a luck going for freeze dry here though. He's gonna switch. That's not Assault Vest, that's for sure. Holy shit, that does a fuck ton of damage. No fake out is surprising. That still is a solid amount. That's just 2. And I get the freeze! The clutch 10% freeze. Perfect. Perfect. I bet my opponent's pissed. I bet he is just really mad now. I just Moonblast again. I don't know how he wins now. That freeze kind of sealed the deal there. I don't know how he wins now. I'm not saying it really mattered that much, but especially because he's not Assault Vest Arclodon, like he got 2-hit KO'd on the way in. Flutter Mane just sitting over here putting out damage. Like, he needs to get rid of the Flutter Mane. He just has nothing for it. He has nothing that outspeeds Flutter Mane. That's the problem he's having. Even being resisted, that's just so much damage. Does he not have a fire move on this? He mustn't have a fire move on his Incineroar. Usually if you have Flare Blitz, he'd be able to unthaw himself. I'm assuming it's because it's a rain team, he doesn't have a fire move, which makes sense. Let's go for Moonblast again, and nice freeze dry again for the win. I think he just surrenders here. I don't know how he wins. Yeah. Sucks to be him, but like he just didn't have anything to outspeed the Flutter Mane. That was kind of his main problem. Like the KYUREM just does so much damage. I didn't even need the snow. Who needs snow when you're 3-shotting an Incineroar with and getting a freeze? Not bad, I'll take the dub. I'll see you guys in one more game. Alright, we're here with one final game. We're going against a Regulation F team. Porygon 2, Charizard, Palafin, Slacking, Iron Bundle, and Screamtail. Damn, my opponent's really weak to Flutter Mane Chi-Yu. I think I just lead Flutter Mane Chi-Yu here again. Opponent's really weak to it. What else do I want to bring? KYUREM looks so good into my opponent's team as well. And for sure bring KYUREM here. What else do I want to bring as my last mod? I don't know if I really need Rillaboom here. I don't know if it really does that much. It's either down to the Tornadus or the Ninetales here, I think. I think I'll bring the Ninetales. Let's run a really weird team though, because he has Slacking with no way to get rid of Trant that I know of at least. Unless he has like skill swap on like the Screamtail or some shit. Zard, Palafin. I'm actually kind of scared of Jet Punch here, but I don't know if it'll actually one-shot the Chi-Yu. If he's like baby form Palafin. I kind of want to just get rid of the Charizard here. Actually, I'm not really even scared of the Charizard. It's not going to do anything to really one-shot me. I kind of want to just get rid of the Palafin here. All this Snarl. Snarl Shadow Ball. I think Snarl's good for the Charizard too, to lower its attack. He's going to stay in. Okay. No Jet Punch. That's a 2-KO. Snarl just gets rid of the Palafin turn 1. That's huge. Okay, if you want to throw away the Palafin, which is a huge threat versus me, down the toilet, that's fine. Heat Wave does nothing. That could be Specs, though, because it still does a solid amount to the Flutter Mane, even being at -1, so... What is your other one, like Porygon 2? Brule Schweif? Okay. Like, I just click Shadow Ball Snarl again. Like, unless you're Terra Normal here, you're dead. Shadow Ball Snarl YOLO. Barely lives. Sing. He lands it too. He lands the fucking Sing. Okay. You can sing once, but that's the only time you'll get a song. You're gone now, though. This Charger is just doing less and less damage. That's not really even a threat. I don't really give a shit about it at all. There's the Porygon too, so... His last 2 mons get spammed by Snarl. And he copies my Beads of Ruin, so now there's like literally no... There has to be like no special defense on the field now at all. With double Beads of Ruin. It's Moonblast if I wake up here and I'll Snarl again. He surrenders, okay. He's like, yeah, there's no way I win this. Little did he know I had KYUREM Black in the back just waiting to come in, or KYUREM-WHITE waiting in the back to come out in. Just clean up the game anyways. Kind of a prime example of just really weak to Flutter Mane Chi-Yu, and he just didn't really have, he had a bad lead and then played really bad with Palafin. Kind of just went downhill there automatically after the first turn. Kind of sucks to be him, but whatever. Let's talk a little about this team. I'll take the dub. Alright. Alright, as for this team, if you guys want a pretty solid KYUREM-WHITE team, I think overall is a pretty solid team. There's a few things I would change with this team, though. I think the main thing is I would get rid of the double taunt users on this team. I think this team only really needs one. I would just keep taunt on Flutter main. I would get rid of taunt on the Tornadus and switch that out with some other different type of move. I'd also get rid of the Air Slash and throw Bleak Wind Storm onto this Tornadus too. I think overall Bleak Wind Storm is just more consistent damage that you really want to have on the Tornadus a lot of the time over the single target damage. That's a lot of the time that, at least what I've been wanting out of it. Usually when I bring it most of my games with this team. And not having Bleak Wind Storm. Kind of something I wanted a lot of my games, which I never just really had. So that's kind of one or two things I'd maybe change. I don't know what you'd switch out Taunt for, at least move pool wise on this Tornadus. There's a few other things you can maybe throw on there, like some other supportive type moves. I'm not 100% sure what you'd really throw on there. All I know is I think 2 Taunt users on the team is a little bit overkill. But apart from that, I think this team overall is pretty solid. There's a few things you really got to look out for, though. I went against a wide guard Zamazenta. This team is really weak against. I got fucking wrecked by a wide guard Zamazenta team in one of my testing games. I was testing this team. Absolutely wrecked by that. You guys got to be really careful with that. Opposing weather as well. Like, there's a lot of sun with Groudon in the format. Terapagos, pretty common. That's able to get rid of your weather. So, like, opposing weather, Kyogre as well. Pelipper's running around on a lot of teams. There's a lot of different types of weather. I went against Tyranitar that we lost to. You guys probably seen that game. I think I was recording that one. And I got really fucking mad at that one because I got hacked out of my goddamn mind. And we ended up losing a game to a Regulation F team because we got fucking paralysis. Like, fully paralyzed like 3 turns in a row or some shit, and we got flinched to death. And we got fucking wrecked by a Regulation F team because of hacks. When we had a really good matchup into their team, and we were playing our ass off, but really aggravating, it really was, but can't win them all that way, I guess. RNG always has to find a way to fuck you over somehow. That's one of those games that it exactly did that. So, apart from that, really solid team, though. If you guys want to use it, paste. There's no paste for this team, at least that I know of. Like I said, I'll add it down below if I do find one for the team, or if there is one updated for the team when I do upload the video. But rental code up in the corner if you guys want to use this team. Solid team. Overall, KYUREM-WHITE, I think, is more of just like your middle tier restricted. You're not going to really see it very much at all. I think the main reason why is you're just so weak to a lot of the really high tier restricteds currently that are being used. And like, you're forced to Terra a lot of the time, and like Terra Ice as an offensive typing is pretty good, but like defensively it doesn't really do much for you. There's like also a lot of like defensive Terras on stuff like Calyrex Ice and a lot of the other stuff that normally you'd be decent into, but you just can't touch at all with ice type damage. That usually has to go like a defensive Terra into you a lot with that type of thing, and just kind of makes it so they're automatically able to win versus you off of a Terra a lot of the time, which you kind of struggle with compared to some of the other restrictions in the format. So you do hit like a truck, though. 170 special attack with a Terra Ice boosted Blizzard. You like even resist it, like it's chunking stuff. It does a fuck ton of damage. Like, we were 3-shotting a fucking Incineroar with freeze dry. Like, that's how fucking crazy the damage is. And that it's an Incineroar with resisted, so it goes to show you how much that's actually doing. But solid team. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I got a bunch more stuff on the way you guys don't want to miss. I also do stream over here, usually Friday and Saturday nights. So if you guys do not want to miss that, subscribe down below so you do not want to miss when I'm live or when I upload any type of new videos. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys in a future video.